Welcome back to Two Daddies Judging Baddies.
Judging Baddies.
Where we read internet stories, and then we judge people.
Very nicely. We're very gentle judgers.
We are.
The gentlest, I would say.
The most sincere. I think that all the other Reddit podcasts, like, they go too hard, and we're like, we don't need to do that. We understand to err is human, right? To err is human, so as long as you're not squatting, what was the one?
Furrying.
Yeah, furrying.
Or
there was one, the last episode, that had me just heated.
Oh, because it was like a squatting situation. What was it?
No, I said it was making me as mad. It was no, it wasn't that one. I think it had something to do with a mom.
I don't know. I just watched through the one with the deaf jokes. That one was solid, but I can't remember what the one was. That
sometimes, deaf people, they really grind our gears. Just kidding, deaf people.
We're going to put out the we're sorry apology video for all the people we've offended.
God, the part where I was like, they could read Braille.
Braille of the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, deaf people they could see the words. And look, I have to read, learn, and then take my own life to make up for all the terrible things that we have said on this podcast. But,
Two daddies. Judging baddies. Judging baddies.
You just cut me off with the intro.
I didn't realize you were going to go on a 15-minute tirade from the what you said. I thought it was a rap point, and then you.
I did take that really good pause. I'm so good at taking dramatic pauses.
Millennial pauses.
And no, millennial pauses when, and I hate it because it's so many. Like, if you follow a celebrity online, they don't know how to make a TikTok video because they'll just start it and, hey guys, it's Tom Cruise here. Like, they're just staring into the camera and then, hey guys, which it works for them.
Well, yeah, because everybody likes them.
My favorite thing is when a video starts off with someone going, because then I'll scroll away and then I'll scroll back on it. So
you just keep hearing it.
Yeah.
You're like DJing it. Rip, 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 rip.
Exactly. I wish I could do like, there was one lady, she was creating content. She started every one of her videos like that. And someone made a video of just scrolling through her content and it's fucking hilarious. Guys, before we get into this first story, I do want to remind you that if you are not following the podcast, please follow. Also, rate the podcast. Whatever you feel. I'm not even saying giving it 5. If you hate this podcast, you just hate watch this podcast, go ahead and give us that 1 star. Okay? Just as long as you are rating the podcast and following the podcast, that makes us happy. Also, if you would enjoy more Reddit stories and just seeing more of Mike and Dylan, you can go to patreon.com/Mike and Dylan and get bonus episodes of this glorious podcast. We do have some exciting things in the future lined up.
We're not going to talk about them.
We're not going to talk about them.
We don't want to speak them until they're in existence.
Right. One is going to take a minute to set up. The other one, we'll have that set up pretty soon. We actually have our friend coming down so we can chit-chat about how all this new exciting stuff is going to work. But without further ado, am I the asshole for not wanting my girlfriend to have a free holiday with her ex?
No, you're not the asshole.
I feel like, and I've not read the story. It just was the one that popped up when I turned the iPad on. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, well, got to read this one. If your girlfriend does not have the brain capacity to understand why that would be a problem, you need to break up with her.
Yeah, no, that shouldn't even be a question asked. Like, shouldn't even be like, hey, I get this free vacation. Can I go on it? No.
No. Mm-mm. Yeah. No. Is it with your friend? Sure.
Did you sleep with that friend?
Yeah. No.
Did you used to let that friend rail you out?
Yes. Then the answer is no. All right. So the original post is on May 18th, 2025. There is no content warning, spoilers, nothing. Trigger warnings. So I could just be triggered by this, and there's nothing I could do. I didn't know that it was coming.
You probably will be triggered by this.
So I've been dating my current girlfriend for about 9 months or so. Her ex-boyfriend that she broke up with about 6 months before we started dating has recently started talking to her again. That's not good. I don't feel partially comfortable about this, as I believe he wants to get back with her, but they have only seen each other a few times in a group setting, so I haven't seen it as a big deal up until this point. Earlier today, she approached me saying she needed to talk to me. She explained that her ex-boyfriend was offering a holiday with her to apologize for treating her badly in the past. I guarantee you this vacation also comes with some dick.
A bunch of dick.
Oh, so yeah, everyday dick. He is offering to pay for the plane ticket, hotels, everything. I talked with her, and she agrees that she thinks he is trying to start something between them again, but they will stay in separate rooms, and a free holiday is an extremely good offer she doesn't want to turn down.
Because she wants the dick.
Because she wants the dick. Yeah. I feel extremely mixed about this. I understand her wanting to go, but it makes me extremely uncomfortable and upset, as well as feeling disrespected. I am even contemplating ending things as it would make it easier for the both of us. What do I do? End things.
Yeah. If she's considering it, that means that she's considering getting some of that dick, because that's the only thing that's going to come from a vacation with two people that used to have sex.
Right. If I put out a fire, okay, and then I get down there and I start fucking with them coals again, it could reignite that fire.
No, you're fucking with the coals so you can reignite the fire. Like, you're doing it on purpose.
Either she's dumb or she has malicious thoughts. Like with this vacation, she's trying to see if he's just a complete pushover, and is like, yeah, because there's guys out there that'll be like, I guess you could go. You're not going to do anything, right? And she's like, oh no,
I'm
not
to pay for 2 plane tickets, and I'm coming along, and you can apologize all you want while I'm sitting there at the poolside.
Right. Sitting poolside on his dick.
Yeah.
God.
If somebody's gonna get some dick.
So relevant comments from deleted, and I swear to God, deleted comments on everything, dude.
All the time, and usually they're the most controversial, and then there's people just constantly berating them below. Like, deleted, they've got
But then
it
they
rough
also
on
have
Reddit.
the best ones too.
Yeah.
I wonder how people are just getting deleted off of fucking. Do they just delete their Reddit?
I think they delete them.
So deleted says, not the asshole. Tell him you're paying your own way to come on their trip with her. See how quickly he changes his tune. Honestly, though, your girlfriend sucks for accepting it, knowing he just wants her back. OP said, she told me, I know what he thinks, but I'd make sure that kind of thing would never happen. We'd never stay in the same room, etc. This doesn't particularly reassure me, though. It should not. Yeah, we're not going to fucking have sex. That's the craziest thing, though, too, is someone bad is going to tell you that the thing that they're doing is not bad. Well, like, I'm not going to try to sleep with her, bro, even though he's 100% going to try to sleep with her, bro.
The whole thing is, though, is like, she broke up with him. Why does she want to spend any time with this guy if it was not good enough to, like, stay? You left. Like, why? I would not want to go on a vacation with my ex unless I wanted something to go on. Like, there's no, I want to spend a week away with this person that I cut out of my life.
I think the funniest thing, though, would be if she did go on the vacation with him, but then there was another guy there that she just absolutely fell in love with. And then,
she didn't cheat on him with him.
Yeah, but the other guy, yeah. And then, he's like, bro, she's cheating on us. What do you mean us? Ben White says, as someone who was in OP's GF shoes a few years ago and my BF broke up with me shortly after, there are plenty of naive, dumb people out there. And at least for me, I didn't realize how shitty I was until after. It's a learning experience, and when you're young, you might not realize what you're actually doing / saying until after the fact. We do have an update. This is 4 months later.
But wait a second. This chick literally says she did the same thing to her boyfriend.
And my boyfriend broke up with me shortly after. And then she's like, I was naive, dumb. How dumb? Like, you have to be just brain cell dumb. Because I guarantee you, she was like, and he fucking swooned me, and I was having sex with him, but then I told my boyfriend, I was like, listen, it wasn't my fault because we were on vacation.
How many boyfriends are trying to take their newly committed ex-girlfriend, like somebody that's dating somebody else now? How many boyfriend or ex-boyfriends are like, hey, I just want to say sorry, so I want to take you on this trip. Like, is this a thing that happens? Like, I've never heard of somebody being like, you know what? I know you're dating this new guy, but I just want to take you on this trip.
I don't know, man. He's just got to get out of this relationship.
All right, what's the update? 4 months
So
later.
the update says, thanks for all the advice, guys. Ended up talking to her about it, and she cut off her ex and didn't go as he was doing other creepy behavior, like liking all of her posts, but I still feel a bit conflicted as I feel she should never even have thought about it. She isn't speaking to her ex or anyone associated with her ex anymore.
As far as I know.
Oh, okay. AFAIK.
A fake.
A fake? That shit fucked me up. As far as I know, after talking to her, she decided to block everyone associated with him. Now, here's the thing. If they didn't state ages, did they?
No, I don't think so.
Dog, if she's like 19 years old, sure. You can benefit of the doubt. She's young, dumb, she's like, oh, free vacation. I want to go here, probably has not traveled, so I can cut some slack. If she's like 32 years old, dog, if she's like 32 years old, then it's a situation where we can't adequately judge this because we don't know how young the girlfriend is.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing would if it's like, my girlfriend for 9 months or so, 19 female, has been talking to her boyfriend, and 38 male. It's like, fuck. I love the stories where it's like one has a girlfriend where she's doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff, but he's like, fucking predator. So it's just like, look, bro, I guess this is what we can't adequately judge this without knowing how old she is. I do say you don't end the relationship if you were like, hey, I feel uncomfortable with this, and she was like, oh, okay, then I won't do it. I block him and everybody.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, and that's a solid thing for her to do. So
the most controversial comment is, I was definitely this naive in my 20s. If it was presented to me in just the right way, I might even be this naive now.
Right? Yeah.
Free trip? Yeah, no, I'm going.
That's crazy. I also don't know why. What is it doing? It's not letting me out of this. It just says join the conversation. Why let me back out. Let me back out. Let me out. Will you unsave it so it won't pop back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the asshole.
No, I mean, you're completely in the right to not want your girl to go 99% sure get dicked down by your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, a little bit dumb for having to ask Reddit.
Yes.
Pretty stupid, pretty dumb thing. But
I think I would have struggled to not tell her to leave at that moment. I probably would've.
Time I fucked up by saying damn too loud is also that we already have done that one.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was the elevator one. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Ready for the next one?
Yep.
This one was a weird one. I read through it. From Best of Reddit. Am I the asshole for not telling my long-term boyfriend what my soul name is?
What the fuck is a soul name?
Oh my God, Mike, you don't know what a soul name is?
I don't.
My God. Yeah. You definitely need to RLKYS.
Look, some of this shit is just like, I can't.
You have to read. You have to grow. You have to learn.
My parents are pagan. Oh, I already see it.
Let's get it.
Look, this is
okay, folks. This is a weird one, but hear me out. I am a 28 female and live with my long-term boyfriend, 29 male. My parents are pagans, and I grew up with all kinds of weird mumbo-jumbo holidays and traditions. I put that in quotes as many of this stuff is cultural appropriation in my honest opinion. My parents are white, hippie people, but I love them. I am an atheist now, but I am still on good terms with my parents who love me and respect my own disbeliefs. Anyhow, one of these traditions in my family is that when you have your 16th birthday, you get a, quote, soul name.
This is how kids turn gay. This is it. That's not a choice. Look, I'm back on the right.
Red pill.
Yeah, I'm red pilled now. They're turning the kids gay.
If you are a boy, your father names you. If you are a girl, your mom names you. It's a whole thing with a fire ceremony and whatnot. That soul name, however, is supposed to be a secret with very few exceptions. No one knows it except the parent who gave it to you and yourself. It has to do with some sort of names magic. See, this sounds like we're just playing Magic the Gathering or, Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Look, I don't know who watches this podcast, but I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to tell y'all a story. There is a person that my wife knows, okay? And I met these guys, and I was like, fuck, man. Like, you guys are the type of people where, like, you don't talk to your kids, and, like, you want your kids to be in, like, these, demographics and groups to where you can be like, yeah, my kids, so you can, like, brag on them. And I met them. The dad, he really is like a Anton Chagrin type guy. Like he looks exactly like him with like the black bob and the like. He's sitting there talking to me, and he's just like this very, he's just like I believe that we should burn all Republicans. I believe that even if you apologize, don't apologize. And I'm like, look, I'm the olive branch type guy. I think that love is the only thing that's going to fix this fucked up world that we're in. So, but once someone starts telling me that, I'm just like, oh God, like this, it feels performative. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't fuck with Mexicans because you're like, you recognize them as, just human beings. Like you fuck with Mexicans as long as people are watching. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, these are the type of people where their kids would be furry. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3 of the kids
Furries?
are furries. Yep. 3 out of 3. And I'm just like, and it's not that this is a playful thing. This is they believe that they are. And I'm like, you have to have a talk with your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like if your child's gay, cool. If your child thinks that they are part animal, that is a condition.
That is a parental fuck up on their part.
Very, very much so. And look, I'm not going to shit on if your child dresses up like an animal for play and they know it's for play, there are parents that I know who have kids like that, and I fuck with that.
Yeah,
because they'll be like, I talk with my kid, and they know, like, if you think you're really part animal, we got to go have you talk to somebody.
Well, and like, how old are these kids that they think that they're Therian or whatever?
I think the oldest one is my daughter's age.
Okay,
so 12.
They know for a fact that Santa's not real. They know for a fact that there's no fucking Cupid. All that stuff has went away. So is you're an animal. You're not. If you were a kid and playing, eventually you got to grow up and get the fuck out of it. You're not an animal.
They're also the type of parents where it's like, well, the kid makes their own choices, and the daughter shaved her head completely, and then some kids made fun of her. So then they bought her like an Elsa wig to wear to school, and the kids still made fun of her. And I'm like, that's the situations where if my daughter came up to me, I was like, I want to shave my head completely bald. Let's try a shorter hairstyle before we start all that, because unfortunately, there are kids that weren't, like, if you're a tough as nails type of fucking kid, and I know you could take it, and you're like, you punch somebody in the mouth and they don't fucking talk shit about you, do what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you're that emotionally stable to do it. But just for your kid to be like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
Well, I mean, if my daughter, my 14-year-old came to me and was like, I want to shave my head, I'd be like, that's fine. That's cool. But like, you do realize that there's going to be some people that are going to say something. Like, I'm going to be honest with her. I'm going to be like, if that's what you want to do.
Well, firstly, I'm like, hey, what are we going through? Like, are we going through some kind of mental crisis right now?
Did you watch some Britney Spears stuff or something? Like,
yeah, because every time I've seen somebody shave their head, they're having a rough go at it currently.
Yeah. Is that what's going on with you, Mike? Because I've seen you shave your head recently.
No, I'm just losing my hair. Unfortunately, I am.
God, why you got to bring it up?
And then look, I am of the camp where I'm cool with getting old. It doesn't matter, if we make movies or what. I'm going to age probably not gracefully at all until I die, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with looking like an old person.
That's really the reason why I grew my hair out and why I've got the mohawk is like once it starts going, I'm going to be a bald guy, like shaved head bald guy.
The craziest shit is dudes that don't get any pussy. They'll talk shit about a woman who's had plastic surgery, but then they'll see a woman who's aged normally and they'll be like, what the fuck happened to her? Well, the thing that you saw her in was 40 years ago. So, she aged. And it's just like dudes with no pussy. It doesn't matter what you do, ladies. They're going to fucking talk shit about you. So.
The one that threw me for the biggest loop, though, is Pamela Anderson. Just because, like, I remember her when she was younger, and then I haven't seen her throughout this whole time. And then I think she's adopted, like, the no makeup look. I mean, she's still a gorgeous woman.
Could get it.
but, like, it was just odd for me. I was like, who is that? And then come to find out it's Pamela Anderson. But
yeah, I seen her in Naked Gun, and I was like, I
think she got her breast implants removed, and, like, I mean, she still got... Like, I mean, she looked good before him and looks good after him, but it was just one of those things where I wondered if she got something done because she aged normally. Like, and it's odd to...
We do want to say that we are talking about her in the utmost respect. Liam Neeson, don't kill us.
What, are they married? He has trained various skills for his movies, so...
I will find you and I will kill you.
That'd be funny just to be shooting this podcast and he just come up behind me and snap my neck.
Oh, I was the one talking about his wife, so you just have to sit there and cry.
Well, I said she could get it, so.
Yeah, a prize for
yes,
graceful aging.
Graceful aging, you win a certificate.
All right. So it's a sort of names magic. An exception would be, like, can't tell anybody. An exception would be if you get married, hand fasting, quote unquote. You could tell your partner your soul name as some sort of commitment token. Did you give your wife a commitment token?
No. And she never told me a soul name. Yeah. We got a
commitment token. We got 3 of them.
Yeah, we're going to know each other forever now. So,
all right. Now, I really don't believe in any of this stuff anymore, and I joke with my boyfriend about the weirdness of my pagan childhood memories. Some of it was also cute, and the naming ritual is one of those examples. I really feel like my mother gave me a very special thing for my 16th birthday with this. I cherish it, especially because my mother said, quote, "You know, when you name a baby, you don't really name the person the baby will grow up to be. I want you to have this new name as your soul name because it is so more, quote, you." Aw, is what they said.
I don't think it's an aw thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. Yeah. Now, this recently came up. I told the story to a few friends we had over for dinner with me and my boyfriend suddenly insisted he wanted to know what the name was. I told him I want to keep it a secret, but my boyfriend said, quote, "I am your long-term partner, so you should tell me. Besides that, you don't believe in this stuff anyways," unquote. My friends gave us an embarrassed look, and the mood was kind of ruined for the evening. My boyfriend has been really salty the last few days. I don't really know why I don't want to tell him. I am somewhat embarrassed by the name itself. It is not cringe or racist. It's just a bit weird. So that is part of it. And while he is right that I don't believe in the name magic, it still feels like I'm handing him a chunk of myself and I'm doing something that cannot be, quote, undone. Am I the asshole for not wanting to tell him?
I mean, you're not screaming the N-word in a camera for him 16 times. You know what I'm saying? Something that could ruin your life. Telling him the name is not going to do anything. I mean, you don't want to tell him something. That's fine. Not the asshole. I can get along with that. But also, if he's just like a little salty with it, he could be a little salty with it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he can
It's a long-term boyfriend. And if you know, my wife was like, "I can't tell you this," I'd be like, "Oh, I'm the person that you're supposed to tell everything to," you know? So I'd feel a little bit bitter about it, but I'm not going to be like, "You're just such an asshole because you won't tell me."
I think if she told anybody else, then yes, you could be salty about it. But if it's literally just you and your mom, like your dad doesn't know, nobody else knows, like it's just you and your mom, I don't give a fuck at all.
I told my ex because he gave me a free vacation.
Well, I mean,
and he wanted to call that name out during sex.
But you didn't cheat while you were there, did you?
No, because the Faye name cheated, not me.
Oh. Yeah, no, I would be upset if she like told her friends and then left you out. Like then, yeah, sure, be
Or
salty
soul
about
name.
it. But
I'm sorry, I saw Faye right there, and
Faye. So we got relevant comments. You are dating a Faye, playing the long game. Run. What's a Faye? What is a Faye?
So a Fae, technically, if you watch cartoons, Fays are just wonderful, amazing little fairy-esque type creatures, woodland creatures that are just adorable and here to help you out. If it's like anything like medieval or Brother Grimm or anything like that, they're just like things that want to fucking take people out, trap them, torture them, kill them. Pretty shisty little guys.
Oh, and is this a play off the pagan thing then, I guess?
Like, yeah, I'm fucking know.
All joking aside, not the asshole. When I was a camp counselor, the people that ran the stables for the equestrian program had specific rituals of when you showed competence, you were then taught certain knowledge about the horses. Kids were circled up to the side, and the counselors supervising the kids were sent aside as this knowledge was imparted. The basic idea was that you can't know this about the horses unless you have proven you can care for them. At this point, whatever was being shared could probably be found on the internet, but it was a harmless ritual that got the kids to take it seriously and gave them a sense of accomplishment. That is what you shared with your mother. It doesn't matter if you believe in the rest of it. I have friends and family that are lapsed Catholics. Their confirmation names still mean something to them because they were picked for a reason, even if they no longer believe in the commitment to the God part. Yep. We'll skip by all that. We don't need 14 comments. you read one of the comments?
No. I just see that they're fucking dictionaries. And I'm like, God.
All right, so we got an update the next day.
Wait a second. Skim real quick. Make sure nobody said you need to leave and therapy.
Well, I mean, we know that that's what was said.
In the original post, absolutely.
Like, run, he's trying to control you. He's, what is it? He's probably gaslighting her some way about it.
Mm-hmm.
Therapy is needed for sure. Hello again, everyone. I did not expect the sheer amount of responses. My boyfriend, in all honesty, is jealous. His own family was very cold and emotionally neglectful, which is why he went no contact with them in his early 20s.
He went North Carolina with them in his early 20s.
Oh, is that what NC stands for?
To me, it does, baby.
He went to North Carolina with them in his early 20s. They were/are religious too, some flavor of evangelicals. I will not name the exact congregation. And his struggle to get out of religion was very different from mine. He has a hard time grasping the fact that my parents really are cool with me no longer taking part in their religion. And he has a hard time understanding that I do not condemn everything they did that was connected to their belief system, even if it was weird or objectively bullshit.
Well, I mean, there is a huge difference between being like, we dance around the fire to lift our spirits up because our spirits are heated. And as our spirits get warmer, it lifts up in our body and we feel happy again, versus God hates queers. You better not be one of them, boy. I swear to God, I'll kill you.
I'll take you out back and kill you myself.
I'll kill you myself. There's a bit of forgiveness that can go in the, you know.
Well, I mean, he could be part of one of the fun ones too, where it's like, here, drink this Kool-Aid.
Like every time I meet your parents, I'm like, you got some like pretty whimsical parents. I could see that. Versus the guy who, you know, wrote on my birth certificate that he's my dad, and he's telling my brother, he's like, you're not my son. If you're one of them gays, boy, you're not my son, which is crazy because all the people that I know that know him from when he was younger was like, dude was like, he'd go over to some friend's house and
oh, really?
maybe you'd see them in bed naked together. That's what they said. Look, I can't confirm or deny it. I can only tell you the stories that like 35 different people have told me. That's it. I'm not the type of guy that, you know, jumps to conclusions.
Well, maybe that's what happened to him is Jesus helped lead him out and save him from that sinful ways.
Right, yeah.
So now he just wants his son to follow in his footsteps.
Dude, I was watching, I did another watch through of Game of Thrones. I always start at season 2 because I don't like how they did my boy fucking Ned. Like that's just honorable, the best guy there.
Yeah.
And they, him and Sir Davos, just like two of the most upstanding dudes. And I'm at the Sparrow shit, and I'm just like, maybe this was kind of ass in season 6 and 7. Because it's just like, I'm like, okay, I'm waiting to Battle of the Bastards. Now, when they blow up the Sept of Baelor, the kids that are just like, ooh, you know what we should do? And it's literally, they've run out of the source material. So they're like, once again, I'm okay with rule of cool. And this is one of those rule of cool type situations. But the kids that are like, let us lead some of these sparrows into the dungeon so they could like potentially stop our plan. And then dude just gets stabbed in the hip. And he's like, I can't walk to this candle that's in the wildfire to blow it out. And I'm just like, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, I guess because it's like, what's happening? What's going on? I'm learning information. But the 4th time I've seen it now, that's when I'm like, why? But you got to let the audience know what the whole deal is. You can't just have it blow up and they be like, why the fuck did it blow up?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I don't know. We digress and Dylan continues.
He has met my parents on many occasions, but in the end, he doesn't trust them like I do, which I understand, given his whole upbringing. Humor, morbid curiosity, and cynicism are his ways to deal with his own religious past. But he does understand now, even more than before, that my situation is different. In contrast to him, I do have fond memories of religious/spiritual events of my childhood, which is the root of his jealousy. And he said he wished his parents would have given his very own name more thought, which made me laugh. Don't laugh at him.
Yeah, now I want to know these names.
Yeah. Well, tell the whole internet. You can't tell him, but you can tell us. After reading all your responses and listening to my concerns, he apologized for being pushy and an asshole about the soul name, and he promised to not ask me about it again. I have not told him either. To those who told us to get married so I can tell him we will most likely get married once we really see a point in doing so. As I said, in my country, you pay more taxes when you get married. So right now, there is no benefit for us to get married. We have plans to have children at some point, and then getting married makes a lot of things easier. We stand firm and say that we don't need a piece of paper to know that we intend to spend our future together, while it doesn't give us any benefit. Whether or not I tell him the name once we get married, I will decide when it happens. Fuck you. Tell him the fucking name when you get married. Like, to those of you who told me to dump him immediately. Oh, see, they didn't include those comments.
They were there.
No, I will not dump him over such a silly fight. To those of you who messaged me to find Jesus because my soul name is demonic, no thanks. That's a new, like, I wasn't expecting that one, but that makes sense too. You need to find Jesus. To all of you who came up with hilarious fake soul name suggestions, I loved Spider Jenny, the Devourer of Souls, the best. And I will ask my friend who is a D&D dungeon master to name an NPC after her. Thank you so much. This was funny to read. Y'all made my day. Stay strong, and I wish you all the best.
I can't stand when a fucking NPC's name is something that's just goofy as shit and doesn't tie into the goddamn story. Don't like it. Don't like it. Wouldn't be in my D&D session, buddy.
So that you have NPCs in D&D?
Yeah. Usually played by the dungeon master. The funny thing too is we were doing one session and there was a fae, and my good buddy who, you know, almost shot up a school, great guy, dead ass good kid. He was super bullied in school, but I realized that every time we had a session, if you met a girl, an NPC woman, she was evil. Like, if she was like trying to help out and stuff like that. So we actually had one where there was this one that was a fae, and she was trying to help us out, and I was like, she's trying to hurt us. So I did something opposite of what she would do, and he's such a nerd, man. And I love nerds because they say shit in the funniest way. But he's like, you've really studied up on faes, haven't you? I was like, nah, dog. But I mean, you know, I know that they are. She's probably going to backstab us, but
did she?
Fuck yeah.
Fucking bitch.
And they're always super OP too. Like, they're just like the most OP character. So I think during that time, that shows you that he had a bit of fear of women, and that he had an attraction to powerful women. He's now married, which I never thought was going to happen, but fucking there's somebody out there for everybody. He's just genuinely a good guy. So any neckbeard out there that's like, I can't find love, it's because there's probably something wrong with your character and not, you know, your looks or what you love and shit like that. I really wanted to know the soul. I don't even know why we read that story, man, because now I'm just sitting here like, I want to know, A,
you can just create your own soul name for
her name, and then B, I want to know what the boyfriend's name is.
The boyfriend's name?
Yeah, because he hated his name that they gave him, because it's probably like, you know,
Steve, Robert.
No, it'd be like a Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, something
Michael.
in the Bible, Joseph.
Michael.
Yeah. Michael's dope though, because literally, like, we're fighting the devil in Revelations. Let's go. Archangel shit. I don't know how Gabriel's feel about that though, because they're, you know, it's Michael and Gabriel as the archangels. So out of the archangel names, I do prefer Michael than Gabe. I see one that says, I think I'm falling in love with my husband, but I want a shitty one. So
A juicy one.
Am I overreacting to my boyfriend going to her birthday party? That's the one I want to go with. Because I feel like we just did a good one that's not, like, they're obviously happily in a relationship. He was just a little bit butthurt. She wouldn't tell him the name. I don't like to do good. I'll do bad. We can do bad. Shitty.
Just can't have too much good, heartfelt.
I feel like if somebody's listening, and the bad stories too, they get us more into the funny too.
Well, it allows us to use our empathy to really, you know, help guide them through what they're going through.
Really guide them in the whole of life. You know what I'm saying? Chaos. Yeah, chaos. Chaos is a ladder. I went no contact after he did and go that. What? Oh, this is the edit update. Fuck me. Where's the original?
Where is the original?
Oh, no. Oh, wait, I could just click on her name. Continue. She has a not safe for work profile.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? Why? It says no posts. Oh, wait, this is... What?
We'll have to do a little searchy search.
Oh, no.
We're fucking up.
Yeah, we're fucking up.
Save this one for later.
Because I can find it.
But we're going to have to sit here and shoot the shit until you do find it.
But people say they like that. They're like, hey, guys.
Hey, guys, we like to see you guys just flounder for a few minutes in between stories.
Yeah, what the fuck? All right, I'll just pick a different one.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. We'll find that for the next episode. I was really excited about that one, too. Maybe I should do Am I the Asshole for Making My Boyfriend Get Rid of His Toy Collection?
Yeah, that one sounds like a dick move.
So, am I the asshole for making my boyfriend get rid of his toy collection? Technically, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're an asshole, but...
No, I just automatically think not safe for work.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if this is like a childhood thing, terrible. You're a terrible human being. If this is like, he's got 437 fleshlights, fake boobs, fake vagina butt combinations, like, it's like
a couple dildos that he makes me wear.
Yeah, we never have sex anymore because he's always plowing those. And he has 400 toys and he has to use each one every single week.
So they don't feel lonely and left
out. Yeah. My boyfriend has always called himself a kid at heart. He collects toys from quite a few different series, wrestling, TMNT, X-Men, anime, etc. We are in our 20s, but they aren't for collecting purposes. They are all out of the box and ... he plays with them. Whenever he thinks I'm asleep, I can hear him mimicking the voices of characters or doing commentary, and I'll peek in the room and see him actually playing with them.
With a fucking smile on his face. I guarantee it. He's a happy guy sitting there playing with toys.
And it's while she's asleep, too, and just fucking... I don't know what it is about being in a relationship and people just don't want to see their partner happy.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you always bring it back to like video games and everything. Like, if somebody just enjoys something and they're not inconvenienced to you, he's not like, oh no, I can't go to that dinner with the other couple because I got to play with these toys. Yeah, then maybe we're start talking about a problem. But if he's literally just like, oh, she's asleep now. Oh, I'm Michelangelo.
Right. Yeah.
It's just not this time, Shredder.
She walks in the room. He's got like a Hulk Hogan and a fucking Donatello fucking toy. And he's like, listen here, brother. your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle powers are not going to help you in this match. This is for the World Championship belt. And I've already talked to Vince McMahon and I told him I'm going over tonight, brother. I'm leaving the company. All right. That's another thing. It's a small apartment, and he's got a whole room just for them, a whole dresser full of parts and cards, their guns and weapons and such, but they are confined to that room. None of them are anywhere else. When he comes home from work, it's one of the first things he does, play with toys. We get packages from eBay or Amazon almost twice a week, but he still makes time for me. Okay, then shut up.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute and endearing at first, but we've got a baby on the way, and my friends are laughing at me, saying you're dating a 12-year-old. With the baby, I want to use that room for something like a nursery. I politely asked him how he feel about getting rid of them, but he said no. I said something about giving them to charity, but again, he said no. I brought up that it could give us a lot of extra money if we sold them, but he still denied it. I asked about the baby, but he said we'll just budget it out like we always do. How he'll spend less on figures, but selling his collection is out of the question. I told him that they can make some other kid, a less fortunate kid, very happy. The teasing from my friends have continued. They've all kept telling me he needs to grow up. Word got to his father. According to my boyfriend, his father wouldn't let him buy anything like that after 12, but when he moved out, he could buy all the figures he wanted. What a bitch.
So that's the thing, though, is his dad, stifled it, and now it's a thing that,
Or he's just being a kid, dude, and you're letting your fucking trash bag friends who probably are either not in a relationship or in a very miserable relationship.
Or going out drinking and bar hopping and all this other stuff. He likes to play with toys and doesn't spend money on alcohol. And
he's holding it down. He's budging and shit out, got a good head on his shoulders. All he does is play with toys.
I do think that the nursery area makes sense and however that needs to be dealt with. But it's not like, oh, you have to sell all your toys. It's how can we make sure that the baby has enough room?
Imagine how lucky your baby is, though, that dad is going to spend hours just playing toys. And what a fucking just look. I don't like to bust out the word cunt a lot, but she's being a cunt.
She is being very highly influenced into being a cunt because I feel like it's a lot of outside sources making fun of her because of him.
And now it's dictating the way she thinks about her boyfriend.
Yeah, because she had no like he didn't just like spring this on her.
Oh no, we're getting into cunt territory.
Yeah.
I showed his dad pictures of the toy room and he was shocked. There you go. Like, why?
Yeah, that's
you trying to fuck the dad? Like, what? Why are you just like, let me bring this guy who should not, obviously was a turd of a dude. Let me show him pictures of what my boyfriend's doing.
well, and that's the thing though, is like I think without friends making fun of her, because that's really I think where this is falling apart is that they're making fun of her because of him, and then now it's hurting her pride, and so now she's trying to solve the problem, which showing it to the dad, that is straight cunt.
Right. He got mad and said, we're stopping that right now. I'm going to beat my dad's ass, bro. Don't
touch him.
That's the funniest part is you got a dad, and it was like me growing up and, getting abused and shit like that. But then I got big. And, he tried to say something. I did, like, after, when I was homeless, I lived with him and his girlfriend after him and my mom broke up. I lived with them for a couple of months. And stepmom, she would get on my ass, but then she tells him to get on my, he'd be like, I ain't fucking telling him nothing. You have no power here. He yelled at me one day because then he lived right next to his brother. So I was over there and he had yelled at me from across the yard, which like got me heated. So I'm coming there all angry. And he was like, oh, the only reason I was yelling because I had to make sure you could hear me. I was like, yeah, that better be the fucking reason. It changes, boy. That dynamic changes. Once you get big, it's like fucking dad saying, we're stopping that right now. Well, come on, stop it. Stop it, big boy. Let's tussle in the living room because I'm going to tell you what. I'm gonna do the same exact moves to you that Donatello just did to Hulk Hogan last night. That he wanted me to help him grow up. This morning, my boyfriend was sleeping in when his dad came over. He grabbed a big trash bag and started grabbing handfuls and putting them inside. I'm gonna find out who this guy is. I'm gonna go beat your dad's ass. When he was almost done, I told my boyfriend what was going on and that it was for his own good. He ran out and saw the room was empty and his dad with 2 big trash bags leaving with them. He tried taking the bag and begging him to quit, but he didn't. His dad said it's time to grow up. He started crying and sat down, but he was yelling at us about how those are all he does, even though he had me. Dad agreed with me. You got your lady and a kid on the way. Okay. You got your lady and a kid on the way. You don't need this shit. She was sobbing, or he was sobbing. His dad put them in his car and he left. He said he's tossing them in the trash. I told my boyfriend I was sorry, but it had to be done to think about the baby. But then he yelled at me and how he could throw stuff I collect away. He didn't actually throw them out, just a bluff. It was actually all donated to a thrift store. Was this truly in the wrong? Or was this truly wrong of me? Yes, you were a fucking supervillain. You were a fucking asshole, and I really want to beat this dude's fucking dad up.
But you were talking about like, selling it and getting money for the kid and all this stuff, and you just have his dad come over, clear it all out and throw it away, which all that stuff technically, yes, he bought it all off of eBay and different places. Like it could be worth something, anything. And you didn't give him the time to like deal with it. You're just like, nope, dad's going to throw it away.
A lot of people are saying everybody sucks here. Having a toy hobby by itself is not super concerning, but as another commenter said, the intensity seems worrisome. But I think the OP could have done it's any fucking hobby. Like if you play video games,
go fishing, hunting, fucking ride bikes.
But the moment that you say he still makes time for me,
yes,
you gotta shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter what he likes to do, as long as it's not hurting anybody, hurting you, nothing. Let him be a fucking kid. What a just oh my god.
Well, then the second that you actually have your kid, like his priorities in life change. Like right now, he gets to be the kid, and as soon as he has a kid, he will most likely step up to be a father. Like he's not neglecting any of his shit to play with these toys. He spends time with you, then plays with toys. So once you have that kid, I guarantee he's going to step up as a dad and make sure that everything's taken care of for that kid. But now you could just be a single bitch. Like
right, yeah. I hope he breaks up with her. Oh man, I should have. I unsaved it. Can you resave it? Because I want to see if there's any like, oh, my boyfriend's leaving me now.
Well, it says that it's still saved, but I'll resave it again. It was not the asshole until you involved the guy's dad. That's an easy, you're the asshole. I get that in your eyes it's infantile and pathetic, and your friend's comments don't alleviate it, but he's your boyfriend, and more importantly, the father of your incoming child. Those things make him happy, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, if you communicated turning that room into a nursery better, you would have come to a compromise. Instead, you imposed your will on him, stemmed solely from the opinion of others, emasculated him, and essentially threw his property in the garbage. I can't tell you how to make it right. You need to look into your heart and ask yourself if you genuinely love this dude enough to accept him for his quirks. All I can tell you is that you are without a doubt the asshole.
100%. 100%. Look, I wanted to do a happy one, and then that one.
Oh, this one, the comment back to this, somebody's quoted one of the lines, and it says, "It's pretty sad that one parent needs to communicate better so the other will understand that a child will take up space. It should be pretty obvious that your child having a room is more important than your toys." Well, yeah, but like that wasn't what was communicated.
Right.
Like, and how far out is this kid? Is it a month out? Is it 6 months out? Like he can.
I just found out I was pregnant.
He could still play with the fucking toys for a while, and then you guys buy the bassinet and put it in there. You buy the fucking change.
I can 100% tell you who that kid's going to like more growing up, though.
100%.
100%. 100%. He's just going to be like, if y'all ever get divorced, Dad. I would like to go with Dad.
Especially because I don't want to hang around your bitch friends, Mom.
Right, yeah. They're all drunk, and that one just gets in there and cries and always says that she thought this particular guy was the one, but he just left her like all the other ones do, and...
So wild that that's another one of those cases where, like, why did that end up on Reddit as you're wondering if you're the asshole? You know you're the fucking asshole.
You involved his dad, and oh god, that makes me look. We're gonna find out. I know she did a throwaway account, but we're gonna find out who she is. I need our viewers, our listeners, to be
the
like
internet sleuths.
Yes, to find out, to look at the details of everything she said and be like, all right, well, she used this dialect, so I could pinpoint her here, and then we find the guy because I got to go travel and beat his dad's ass.
Well, I think the thing to do is to go ahead and like get him scooped up and then make him replace every single one of those toys for his son
with brand new ones. Yep. That's
the special edition ones that shouldn't ever come out of a box, but this guy will actually enjoy them enough that it makes sense to take them out of a box.
I wish I had Liam Neeson skills where I could just track people. That would be so...
Well, when he shows up to beat us up for talking about his wife, then...
Oh, yeah. Train me. What? What? Train me in your ways.
We have to get vengeance.
He's like, I'm just an actor. I don't know how to do any of that.
All right. I found a good one at the bottom. My mother-in-law tampered with my birth control, resulting in me getting pregnant 3 months postpartum.
No. Oh, hey, I would like to bring up something. If you kind of notice as you're watching these, you're like, man, not a lot of ads being shown. Yeah, we do that, guy. We do that for you, so you can have a more enjoyable listening experience. But the ads on the ass end of the podcast, I think that right there is like hey.
That's for the Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
The YouTube, I think YouTube kind of fucks them hard, but...
Yeah, sorry, YouTube listeners. You should just go to Spotify because then you just get the listening experience. But that should be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to follow these guys if I'm not following, and I'm going to rate them if I haven't rated them yet. I'm going to let Dylan get into a story.
My mother-in-law tampered with my birth control, resulting in me getting pregnant 3 months postpartum. Not really sure what to do from here. Let me just...
Killer. Murderer.
Let me just start out by saying, if you know who I am, please don't say anything. I created a throwaway to vent and cry and get support as anonymously as possible. I'm still very happy about the pregnancy, or at least want to be. I just need support. Thanks for your understanding. My husband, 22 male, and I, 20 female, welcomed our daughter into the world 18 weeks ago. She's a darling baby and pretty easy as far as newborns go, except for one. She wasn't a son. Oh, that's fucked. My in-laws were obsessed with the idea of us having a son to the point that they denied she was a girl up until the moment she was born. Why?
What?
Because the bloodline follows the father. If you don't have a son, our family name will die out. Because your daughter will marry a man and carry on his bloodline, so girls don't really count.
Oh fuck! This is obviously in Westeros. What?
The day they came to visit in the hospital, my in-laws asked when we would be trying for another baby. We kind of just laughed it off, but my mother-in-law got more insistent, straight up telling us, y'all need to try for a boy. That's so wild.
That's crazy.
Like, I mean, I understand the whole, like, oh, I'd love to have a boy. I'd love to have a girl. And then you have your kid, whatever, a boy or girl, and you love them because they're them. Not, oh, you're not a boy, so we need another one and another one.
What the fuck? Well, and reading these stories, I'm just like, I'm so glad I don't know any of these just crazy, stupid people. Even though I tell stories of crazy, stupid people in my life, it's just like,
Well, you cut them out.
yeah,
so.
yeah, you cut them out, and then you're just so free.
Over the next month or two, the conversation about us having another baby sort of tapers off into little comments every now and again. I had no problem ignoring them, and we'd already told them it wasn't happening, so I just let it run off my back. Around this time, mother-in-law started coming. What?
I told him that it wasn't happening, so I just let it run off my back.
The jizz.
Yeah, you can't bust in me. I just let it run off my back.
It's a solid strategy. Around this time, mother-in-law started coming over daily for a few hours, watching the baby for me so that I could sleep and also occasionally cleaning up a bit for me. She'd been over unsupervised anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. Fast forward to present day. 2 days ago, my husband poured me a mixed drink, and when I brought the cup to my lips, I got hit with this paranoid and panicked feeling. I immediately put the cup down and insisted we take a pregnancy test. Sure enough, it came back positive.
Intuition's a hell of a thing. So, Amy had gotten sick when we had first got together, and she goes up to she gets like really bad sinus infections a lot. So they're gonna do an X-ray or one of those type of things that have a lot of radiation. And she was like, "Do you think that you are pregnant or could be pregnant? Because if you're pregnant, we'll put a lead thing over your stomach." And we didn't know she was pregnant. And I was like, "I think you should get the lead thing." She was like, "Why?" I was like, "Just in case. I mean, I've been busting left and right." And they did a pregnancy test there, and it came back she was pregnant.
For what, your middle child or?
No, for the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you guys were just going for pregnancy then, huh?
No, but they had to act because I just went up with her because I was living because I didn't have nowhere to go, and she was just like, I got home and I was like, fuck yeah. That's pretty much what the beginning of our relationship was. I was a rebound guy, and
You were trying to lock her down with you were trying to baby trap her.
no, it's just like I didn't even think about it until that point where they were like, we could put this lead thing over your stomach if you could be pregnant. I was like, fuck, oh.
Oh yeah, I guess coming from her previous relationship, she didn't really have a need for
Protection,
birth control.
yeah, birth control, yeah.
Immaculate conception. All right. So sure enough, it comes back positive. We wait until the next morning, take a digital test, and again, positive. Based on LMP, I should have been about 6 weeks along. What's LMP? I don't know what that is. After getting over the initial shock, we were excited but confused for several reasons. We hadn't been able to get hormonal birth control, so we'd been using condoms and lube to make sure that we didn't tear.
Well,
Or making sure that they didn't tear.
You don't do that.
What?
Put lube on condoms.
Well, as long as it's water-based, it's fine. It's the silicone-based ones that tear down condoms. So we weren't sure how we'd gotten pregnant, but we were happy with the news. We decided we wouldn't tell anyone because we didn't want another baby stampede from his family. But I'm incredibly close with my sister-in-law, so I decided to tell her after swearing her to secrecy. When I told her, her eyes got wide and started to water, and she asked if I was serious, and was I sure? I told her, I know my husband and I are young, but between us, we make more than enough to support another baby. Sister-in-law bursts into tears and starts to apologize over and over. Meanwhile, I sit there with my mouth hanging open and lost. She calms down a bit, and through her tears, she tells me that my mother-in-law has been poking holes in our condoms pretty much since we came home from the hospital.
Jesus Christ.
How does she know that?
Right.
And why the fuck ain't you telling that detail before?
It's like, I got this very terrible news. I'm telling you now because I'm a good person. No, you were obviously mother-in-law told you, and you could have just been like, hey, my crazy mom is poking holes in the condoms there.
She claims mother-in-law told her she did it, but she thought that she was spouting shit because she was upset we didn't have a boy, and suddenly everything clicked into place. That's why the condoms didn't work even though we were careful with them. That's why she'd always shoo me off to sleep while she was around, and that's also what she was doing when she was cleaning my house, snooping for our condoms, and she knew I wasn't on birth control because I remember complaining to her about how my OB went on maternity leave and I wasn't able to find another one that took my insurance at the time. That's a shithole of a mother-in-law.
Right. I think as soon as you get that in writing, you should be able to charge somebody with a crime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, I don't know what crime it would be, but it should definitely be a crime. I'm so angry I don't know what to do. I want to go right over to her house and tear her a new one so bad I can smell my tires burning in the blacktop. I am also illogically angry at sister-in-law for not telling me.
No, not illogically.
Yeah, very logically. How could you think this was a joke when she was so specific about everything she was going to do? Why didn't you warn me? I would have put my condoms in my room. I'm livid with mother-in-law. I'm pleased with this pregnancy, but it wasn't my choice. It wasn't even an accident. It was her meddling because she didn't get the golden grandson she wanted. I don't even know how to handle this. I want to scorch the earth, but I also still don't want his family knowing I'm pregnant. Okay, why are you not talking about your husband right now? Like what is your husband doing? Have you let him know that this is the case of what happened? Because I feel like he should be equally upset alongside of you.
Right. And honestly, if husband's not dragging his mom out of the house and hitting her with some uppercuts while his hands wrapped around her hair, you ain't got a good husband.
Yeah. And I'm not even 12 weeks yet, so the risk of a miscarriage is still uncomfortably high. The only bright side of this whole thing is it snatched my husband out of his mother's fog so violently he's probably got whiplash. Personally, my pregnancy has soured a bit, so I'm really trying to hang on to any happiness I have about the pregnancy left. If you have Irish twins of your own or are one, I'd love some positive feedback on that situation. Where do we go from here?
Is Irish twins like kids that are incredibly close together?
Yeah, it's within, I think, like 18 months.
Jesus. Yeah.
Or maybe it's even closer than that. But like basically they're within a year-ish of each other. My nephews are literally born the same day, exactly 1 year apart. To the day.
Holy shit. That's Irish twins. Yeah.
They share the same exact birthday a year apart.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. All right. Edit to add update. First, let me clarify. I'm 20 years old, not 18.
That don't make it better.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of people. How old were you? You were 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying it doesn't make it better.
I mean, it's better than 18.
Right.
I'm 18 weeks postpartum, not 12. 12 is when I would have conceived, given that I'm 6 weeks along based on LMP. Second, I don't give a shit if you think this is fake. I honestly wish that it were. If you don't have any advice to give, I kindly ask that you take your judgment elsewhere. Now that that's out of the way, here's the update. I want to thank you all for your support and suggestions. Having a plan makes me feel way less panicked and overwhelmed. Sadly, what mother-in-law did isn't a crime here, so there won't be any jail time or charges pressed. For now, game plan is North Carolina or no contact with mother-in-law for me, babe, or growing babe once the truth is out. Before then, I want all the proof in the world she did this. I've ordered a hidden camera and am going to buy new latex-free condoms claiming that I'm suddenly allergic to latex. Hopefully she'll poke holes again and I'll have the video proof this time. Even if I can't use it to press charges, I want all the proof I have that she's not safe to be around so she can't sue for GPR, I guess, grandparent rights.
Can't do that anyways, yeah.
If this baby is a boy. I also have decided to change our family last name to literally anything else because I'm a petty bitch, and since she wants to act an ass over this stupid name, then nobody gets it. As for my husband, he's willing and ready to do whatever I decide. Currently, he's asleep, so we'll be discussing everything at breakfast. Thanks again, everyone.
All right, so at least we have good hubby in this situation.
Yeah, that is great.
But I feel like that should be a crime.
It should be a crime.
Now, I guess what you do is you say, oh, come to find out, not pregnant. Come over and watch the kid to see if you can get her videoed poking holes in condoms or something. But yeah, I assume this is America, because they're like, you can't press any charges.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cops are like, we can't do anything until she murders you. Like,
yeah, and then even still, we're probably gonna have.
She charged at you with a knife, but we don't know. Was she really trying to kill you?
It was probably a self-defense knife stabbing.
Right, yeah. Literally, a dude pulled a knife out on Dylan, and the cop was like, "Nah," but he didn't kill you.
He was a good homeless
Which
person.
is crazy, because if that same homeless guy pulled out a cookie out of his pocket in front of that cop, he'd have been shot like 13 times. But to you, it's all right if he pulls a knife out. I am glad that we finally got a story where the boyfriend is like
solid.
Yeah, and it's not like, my boyfriend's on the fence. Oh, that's boyfriend. He didn't want another baby.
So the most controversial comment is, unless the hubby's cum is rock hard with zero fucking leakage, and he has a micro dick that won't tear an uncompromised condom when he puts it on, slides it in, and does the deed no matter how much lube you use, I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on this post. I've never poked a hole in a condom and then put it on, so I don't know the performance of a poked hole condom.
I'm pretty sure there's many evidence where people have poked holes in a condom, and like a woman has done it. So
yeah,
she can
because
get pregnant.
technically you can make it into a water balloon and poke a hole in it. It doesn't just like tear apart.
Right, you can inflate that bitch and then poke holes in it, and it just fucking shower down.
Just a singular hole, like, and it's on the tip, like that part doesn't stretch around. Like usually there's just the little reservoir at the end that's where all the stuff goes. But like it's not. You don't pull it on like a fucking sock, and it's like, I don't know. But yeah, there's like 3 people, or no, there's a bunch of people that are talking shit about that. They called him a micro dick.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How are they calling him a micro dick?
That's what they said. There's with zero fucking leakage, and he has a micro dick that won't tear an a compromised condom when he puts it on, because his dick's not big enough to stretch out the hole in the end that I don't think ever gets stretched out if you put it on correctly, because you're supposed to leave like a little bit at the end so that it has somewhere to go.
Yeah, I think it's just people who think about putting condoms on.
Yeah, they're not actually using them.
Yeah, not actually using them. They just think about, because they hear like, oh, the condom broke, so they're like, oh, that must be an epidemic of condoms breaking.
I've had them break, but I always had them break, and I knew that it was broken, and I was like, nope.
Fuck yeah,
you get a new one,
and then it's just the ring on your penis. Yeah,
yeah. And I knew that it was broken, and I'm like, okay, let's reapply this, because I also don't want a kid right now. That's fucking wild. But yeah, it is great that there's actually a story where the man just steps up and says, "Mom, you're a bitch."
I love the change in the last. There's no, if somebody wrongs you, really, there is no amount of petty that it's like, whoa, that's so much. If your husband's like, yeah, well, I'll change our last name.
I mean, that's
a dope thing, dude.
We all get to pick a new one, because we don't want to be associated with those fucks anymore.
Your house will be forgotten. Your name will be forgotten.
It says, it's all very Henry VIII. Off with a head. Must give me a son, weird kind of shit. You don't play God with other people's lives. That decision was for you and your husband alone at a time when you're both ready. It's your family, not your mother-in-law's. That's just wild that anybody would ever fuck with that. Like,
that's
I get the weird dynamics between like a man and a woman being together, and like one of them wants a kid and the other one doesn't, and I get that, and it makes people do crazy shit. But like an outside entity that's like poke, fucking wild.
I had one girl. She was getting one of those. What do you call them? They go in your arm.
Yeah,
but it's like birth control, and it's like a in your arm. So I'm chilling at my friend Brandon's house, and the like just beating on the door, and I open it up, and she's like, "Hey, let's go fuck." And I'm like, "All right, why do you seem panicked about having sex right now?" All the bells and whistles were going off. I was like, "What is this? Some kind of like entrapment thing? I don't know what's happening." And then she just blatantly like told me, she was like, "Oh yeah, my mom is going to take me to get this thing put in my arm, and I want to fuck before that happens." And I'm like, but why? Why do you want to have sex before that happens? Because I'm like putting Also, I'm like 16 at the time, and like my brain's like doing the math right there. I still have dumb dude brain.
Yeah, I still want to fuck, but
yeah. I'm
what?
like, oh yeah, sex. But why? But why before she gets birth control does? And then it finally clicked, and I was like, no. I still did it. Yeah. I would like to think that I was strong there, and I was like, nah. I was just like, all right, but
Did you pull out?
no.
You just dumped it in there?
Yeah. I was just like, well, she's getting it, so it'll probably like start today. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything
I don't
in
think
there.
that's how hormonal
I don't think
birth
it,
control
but
works.
that's how my brain rationalized it. I was like, you're probably.
I don't think I actually like went. I never did that until I was probably like 21 and was with a girl on birth control. Other
What?
than that, I always wore a condom or did
I
not,
raw dogged everybody, dude.
or I did not drop it in her.
Raw dogged everybody, and the worst thing I got was HPV. So I'm lucky, man. I'm lucky I didn't.
Well, and how many kids do you got out there that you don't know about?
None, I assume.
You're gonna be on Maury one day. Is that still on? It's gonna be like,
I'm on Ancestry, and I sweat when they're like new potential match. I'm like, oh, or you have a new match. I'm just like, please be like
13,
a third cousin,
14 years old?
Right? Yeah, third cousin. Click on it. Yeah, because I think more so, it felt like some of the guys that was around, they'd be like, I've been in this relationship for like 6 months, and then they'd be like, I just found out I got gonorrhea. And I'm like, fuck, that's crazy, dude. And they're hitting anything that'll walk, no protection, letting just Jesus take the wheel, and all of it was dodging.
maybe you were just on so many drugs and stuff that none of it could take
It couldn't live
hold.
in my body.
Yeah, it's just like, no, I dead. Like as soon as it entered.
Right. It's just like, I can't, this is not a place where we can't inhabit this body. It's so fucked. All right, guys, this has been Two Daddies Judging Baddies. Remember, if you enjoyed this episode, if you're not following, follow, rate the podcast. We love you so much, and we will see you next time.
Later.